Okay, we are now on. Okay, so thank you, Kay, for joining me. So just to start us off with, you know, I've been doing quite a bit of research on artificial intelligence. There seems to be an exponential amount of interest and investment and activity just across the board with financial institutions, corporations, governments. A lot of people are getting involved. And so it seems like there's a lot of development, but then also you're starting to see more and more people are asking the questions like, just because we can, does that mean we should? And they're starting to kind of wonder about the ethical considerations of AI development. So kind of set the tone there. You know, what are some of the ethical dangers that artificial intelligence presents, and what steps need to be taken to avoid those?
Okay, so I think that everybody would agree that we need to promote trust in artificial intelligence because we really want to increase the use of artificial intelligence, because there are so many things that we're going to be able to do with AI that will benefit humanity and the planet. So one only has to think about some of the work that's being done in better understanding X-rays, for example, or some of the work that's being done thinking about cancer. But at the same time, there are these ethical issues that are coming up, and certainly we've sort of seen more of that just recently, but that's understandable because as we begin to roll out development, then you're bound to come across more of the problems. And I tend to put the problems in 4 buckets: bias, transparency, accountability, and privacy. And so to give you an example, you need some bias in some data sets. So, for example, if you're using AI in medicine, you want to look at solving difficulties for example, people with Korean genetics, then you're going to need a bias towards data with Korean genetics in it. But generally, bias which comes in either through the data or through the actual creation of the artificial intelligence itself by the choices that the person who is creating AI make, can really lead to some deep ethical challenges. So you only have to look in the United States at the ProPublica article around the criminal justice, the problems with the criminal justice sentencing, which you've probably read about.
Yes. So on that tack, do you think there will be a growing demand for greater explainability? That is, being able to clearly articulate why an AI decided what it decided, and then as part of that, what are the legal and compliance questions you see that raising for organizations?
Okay, so I think the short answer is yes. If you actually look at the GDPR, which is the massive piece of legislation around privacy and data that the EU just put into effect, that actually, there's an accountability and transparency piece of that. I think there's also a need as we start seeing what I call embedded AI coming onto the market for that transparency. So, autonomous vehicles, robots, if they cause accidents, then certainly lawyers are going to need to understand what was going on in the AI brain, or in fact,